You know, some days when you come to work, you know it's just going to be a good day. And when I saw the schedule, I was like, wow, today going to be a good day. Florida Citrus Queen program and the Florida Citrus Hall of Fame. Joining us in studio is Brenda Eubanks Burnette. She is the executive director of the Florida Citrus Hall of Fame. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
And also joining us, 2023 Miss Florida Citrus. That would be Cassana Fink. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here.
I feel like
too.
I just saw you guys.
You did.
I would say.
I think she was on a lake skiing.
Yeah. We'll talk about that shortly. But for those that don't know, let's talk a little bit about the Florida Citrus Hall of Fame, if you would.
Yes, well, the Florida Citrus Hall of Fame was founded in 1962 in Winter Haven, and it was there to honor the contributions of the individuals to the Florida citrus industry. And we just celebrated our 60th year last year. And every year we actually choose between 1 to 5 individuals that are honored. And this year we actually have 3 going in for 2024 and 2 going in from 2023. Because of COVID, we had moved our dates, and so we're back in March now, and we had to do that little skip year to get back in action there. So we're located at Florida Southern College. We are in a partnership with them, and we have an endowment there that we pay students, fellowship students, to help us with digitizing and preserving the information about the citrus industry. Because as the industry has contracted, we've found that we really need to get out and start preserving the legacy and the history of the citrus industry. So that has expanded our role within our whole organization.
One of the things that we heard in the intro is you guys realized at an early stage that ambassadors help promote the citrus brand, and thus the Miss Florida Citrus was born. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, she was 1924, 100 years ago. This is our centennial year, so we're really excited about that. But 1924, the first queen was crowned on the lakes of Lake Silver, on the shores of Lake Silver. And ever since then, we've had women who have represented the citrus industry who have traveled not only within the state of Florida, but throughout the world. They've traveled throughout Canada, Japan, Europe, and really helped us open up some of those markets back in the early 70s, early to mid 70s and 80s. And now those are some of our largest export markets for grapefruit.
And I think the thing that was really cool and evident, we shot the event for Visit Central Florida Sports, and of course our friends with the Cypress Gardens water ski team,
right.
And Cassana went out and learned how to ski on the first day. But I was truly amazed at the former queens that showed up in support of her and are still ambassadors to the brand.
You know, it's quite a unique sisterhood, and this year, because of the centennial, we've invited as many as we could find to come back for the Centennial Gala, which will be on March the 2nd in Winter Haven at Normale Hall, and also March 1st is the pageant, also in Normale Hall. And right now we have 23 queens who are coming back to participate. I think the earliest one would be 1964 right now. So very excited to get together with the ladies and let them reminisce about what they used to do and how it might have changed or evolved over the years.
So being the 2023 Miss Florida Citrus,
yes.
Cassana, talk to me a little bit about what your year as with the tiara has consisted of.
It has been an exceptional year. I have friends that were previous Miss Florida Citruses, so I really kind of knew what it entailed being Miss Florida Citrus, but I had no idea the amount of blessings that were going to come my way this year. I've met incredible people in the industry, outside of the industry, like you. It's opened a lot of doors, and it's become very clear to me that the citrus industry has such a rich history, but so does Miss Florida Citrus and the Citrus Queens. We all, like you said, we all rally around each other, and I know some of my best friends were previous Miss Florida Citruses, and I will continue to support the Miss Florida Citruses moving forward. It's something that it gives so much to you, so you want to continue to give back to it as well.
One thing that the title has allotted is you have a platform also. You have nonprofit that's near and dear to your heart. And talk to me a little bit about that platform and how this title has helped you create awareness for it.
Right, so my platform is Give to Live, Donate Life. My father is a liver recipient, And going through that experience, my family really saw the things that can be improved when it comes to the transplant community and the healthcare system. So at the age of 14, after watching my dad survive for a year before his name reached the top of the transplant list and was given the second chance of life, I started that nonprofit and have since, over the past decade, volunteered throughout the state. I now actually have a job with a nonprofit where I'm able to go to Tallahassee and lobby on behalf of legislation that will change the transplant community for the better. It's been full circle. And I was a little nervous coming into this position because you do take on the platform of the citrus industry as well. And I didn't want to not be able to give 110% to both my non-profit and the citrus industry. But what I realized is there's so many opportunities that overlap upon one another to where you can really move your platform forward as well as promoting the citrus industry. And so I have just been surrounded by opportunities to really move my career forward, my nonprofit, and the citrus industry.
Now, we caught you when you were water skiing, learning it for the first time.
And how cool was that?
and I think it was great. I think you said, Brenda, that it was on the shores of Lake Silver.
Yes.
That the first Miss Citrus Florida was crowned.
Florida Citrus Queen, yes.
Yeah, and then 100 years later, she's learning to ski out there. So
it's come full circle. Yes,
definitely come full circle.
Talk to me about some of the things that the title has allowed you to do fun-wise, to step out, because you were completely out of your comfort zone that day.
Absolutely.
She was a sport, though.
Yeah.
and let's just say that water might have been cold.
Yes, it was cold. Thankfully, though, I was equipped with a wetsuit. They definitely took care of me out there. I mean, my biggest fear was really letting Brenda down. I didn't want everyone to rally around me, and then the Miss Florida Citrus couldn't even get up on her skis, so there was a little bit of added pressure. But honestly, it was such a great experience, and again, leading into that rich history of the Citrus Queen being crowned there 100 years ago. I mean, what an incredible opportunity. I think that really this title has brought so many moments like that where I kind of look around and I'm like, where am I? What am I doing? But it's always been really great. I mean, shortly after that, I was in Dallas, Texas, promoting Florida Citrus. There's so many doors that are open that you wouldn't think that you would ever get to do in your life prior to this title.
Well, Brenda, what I want you to do is inspire those young ladies out there that have a dream of getting involved in their community, and inspire them to become a part of Miss Florida Citrus, if you would.
Well, and we really want them to, because it creates an opportunity for them to learn actually how to interview, how to talk to people. It evolves into, they don't realize when they're out with the general public how important that is going forward, because it teaches you the interview process, it teaches you public relations, it teaches you how to portray yourself to the general public. It's really a great opportunity. I was 1981 Florida Citrus Queen, and it evolved into this entire job for me. And here I am 40 years later. It's like we're still participating in this pageant, but it is, it's a scholarship money. It helps them get money for school. That's the reason I even entered it, was for that reason. But and that's why Cassana did too. But it gives you an opportunity to expand your horizons in ways you really never would have thought of. And it's something that I think every queen you talk to, if you come to the pageant and the gala, every queen you talk to will tell you that was a turning point in their lives, and it really was something that they carried with them for the rest of their lives.
Well, ladies, I want to thank you for coming in and joining us today. Out of time, but anything that you would like to promote in the future, please come back and see me. We got to have you come back in and talk a little bit more about your nonprofit. But anytime that we can help you promote the citrus industry, the chair, the couch, anything, whatever, man, come and see me, man. Great conversation.
Thank you. I've enjoyed it. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Dating back to 1924, the Florida Citrus Growers sponsored the Florida Citrus Queen program, devoted to the promotion of the Florida citrus industry. Each year, they carefully selected a young woman to serve as a goodwill ambassador throughout the state, the nation, and the world. Now, each year, the Citrus Queen would reign over the Citrus Expo and Florida Citrus Festival and even appearances at the World's Fair. Now, the Florida Citrus Queen has been photographed throughout the years with celebrities, dignitaries, and even the President of the United States. Now, if you need more information on the Miss Florida Citrus and Florida Citrus Hall of Fame, go to FloridaCitrusHallOfFame.com or look them up on Facebook at Florida Citrus Hall of Fame. If you enjoyed that episode of Polk Place, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and even check out the next one.